What's up, everyone? Dem Boys back at it. Man, I'm excited to be bringing y'all this one. I really, really am. So, this is going to be of the three coaching videos I did. This is going to be by far the highest level game of Madden that y'all have seen me playing yet. This dude had me sweating. You'll see after the first few plays, it was not looking good. Um, and I wasn't sure right away. I'm like, okay, maybe he's one of these guys who just has some good schemes. That doesn't mean he's a good player or he knows how to implement them. As this game unfolds, you're going to see he absolutely did. Um, and he was very versatile in the plays he called and the formations he used defensively, which really kind of limited the offense that I could run. Um, period, as well as then limited my ability to run the same play over and over because he just wasn't having that. He's one of these guys where if he knows what's coming, he has an answer. He understood the game. So again, as always, you see me getting stuff set up. I want my extra egg trail, my mesh, my corners, and my draw. Now I go back and I just set some of the money plays that I use. Guys, I don't personally use as much of the under center passing stuff as I maybe did. So I still set some of it just because I want to be prepared, but I'm more worried about, like, there I set off tackle. Um, I'm more worried about having that stuff to run the ball. And if game flow dictates that I need more of that other stuff, I'll maybe go back and add it in. So essentially, guys, I wanted to show off this new corners play. That was really my goal. The thing with corners is a big weakness is this, right? If they're heating you up, the whole point of this play is to get further downfield. Everything then takes longer to develop. So I knew dang well, like, I mean, you can see everything was coming open. I just didn't have no time, right? So right away, what do I notice? That says it's man, but there was a cloud flat on the right hand side. So that's not man, right? He is taken and putting together some very creative shells. So I'm taking inventory. That's the most important thing on the first drive is to try to figure out what the heck someone's doing to you. So now I don't want to be going this far downfield, but I don't really have a choice, right? I should have took Y, obviously. I had something coming open there late, but I didn't quite have enough time, which he was shedding me. Now, what I want you to note there is I didn't do anything to slide my protections. And I actually did kind of debate that coming into this video if I would start with not showing the slid protections um, and then showing you the remainder of the game with slid protections. So I now know what he wants to do to me, guys. So obviously you don't want to take a safety. That's an L. But we got a dub from the standpoint of I've seen his tendencies. He wants to play man with a purple or cloud on the right hand side of the field and a single high safety. He'll probably use the high safety if he's blitzing. Um, so here I'm coming with my 4-man blitz setup actually because I'm spying the D tackle, but it acts as though 5. This is basically what I do if I think someone's blocking the running back. That's how I'm going to try to heat you up. Now, didn't quite get there, but that's okay because I saw that coming from like 8 miles away. And he threw it. I don't know if the pressure, so I'm kind of questioning. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm thinking he's not very good. He just has some scheme stuff, you know. Odd, though. I'm a little confused, honestly. Um, but we'll see. So I'm gonna try to get rolling with the money play, running everything short. Try to get rid of the ball quick. So against man, maybe you don't know, maybe you do. Those hitches are extremely effective. You can just lead that inside right when they turn around and fire it. And it seems like the defensive man always stays on the outside shoulder. So I'm pissed, but whatever. Deep breath. That's where you can start. You can either fall apart, or you can say screw that. Right. Um, that mess pissed me off. But he's smart, so we're gonna use that against him. Look at now it's covered. Boop. Bang. So I hit B, right? And that's why we have the high-low on either side. He is the user, went the other way, so I looked the other way, opposite of the user, and picked my high-low. But you know the guy's smart, right? Because he wasn't going to let that same thing happen again. He knew he got away with one. So the chess match begins, guys. So the chess match begins. And I'm a little late to the party. As you guys can see, I was caught off guard. At this point in the game, I still didn't know if I believed it or not. Um, and that was a bad pass. And I'm like, okay, I believe it now, right? Because he literally has not allowed me to do the same thing twice, no matter how effective that same thing may be. Um, but now he's in a cover two sink, right? So he's max covering me. He went from blitzing the hell out of me to max covering me, but he's dropping him back deep. So, okay, now I've arrived, guys. Chess match, game the hell on. You know, let's go. Drop back. Drop back deep. Get yourself some. Guys, that's still my favorite way to run HB wheel. As much as we focused on trips and doubles and whatnot, that's still my favorite way, the original way. Yep, so I can kind of determine that this is going to be a high-low read to either side type of a game with quick high-lows. So now we're going to mesh, guys. Should have juked, tried to truck, figured it's a corner. I'll just truck him, Saquon will fall forward, give me my first down. But to hell with that, right? Because I know now this dude's smart, and he ain't gonna let that happen again. So now, I mean, you can never predetermine, but I'm guessing it's gonna be X or A. And I'm trying to bait him into that, into giving me X or A now. And that's exactly what we did, right? He's running some zone man principles stuff. It's just I've got to basically just because that was not man, right? So you see man, but there was again there was a cloud flat out there wide, which left nobody really covering the hitch. So again, I am forcing the issue, guys. I want to show off this play. I see he's not like blitzing me from the 3-4 nano blitz or whatever to start the year that we always see. So I just want you to keep noticing how I am sliding my protections around. That is key. So what I'm doing is I'm sliding my line opposite the running back and then counting who I think is 3 pass rushers back from that opposite side. So if I slide to the left, then I start counting at the left. 1, 2, 3, 3 pass rushers back, and I mic that guy. And it's essentially just trying to stabilize my line, center everything. So now we've given him some different looks. So now we're going to go back to the money play, right? I need it. It's money time. Yes, sir. It's money time. Caught him. He didn't have that cloud in over there that time because I made him pay for putting the cloud in with the hitch. On 4th down, guys. So I'm feeling pretty good now. I still need to see his offense because I now know that first throw, he was probably a little late to the party too. Sometimes that happens when you're a really good player. You get a little complacent to start the game. And then I see that. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was nifty. Like, yep, okay. So, he's probably got some offense. He's got some stick work. It ain't going to be as easy as that first drive necessarily. But, guys, I got D for days. Y'all already know that. So, I got D for days. So, I ain't tripping. So, I see this crap, and I'm like, oh, shocking. Right, here we go. Cover 4, I'm always playing the sticks on this, guys. I always playing the sticks. So, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I have some extra coverage on the wide side because it's taking him a while to run it. I go, this probably ain't a run play. So that's where you saw me go hard, flat, purple. He still whipped me out there. Chess match on. Right now, he's limited my run defense. Just running that play against someone, guys, can limit your opponent's run defense. You're saying stay off of these cover 3s. If you play man, do it at your own peril. So I know I'm going to have to sprinkle that stuff in. along with this cover two. So that's why you see me in the cover two. Obviously, I tried to fire a gap. He went the other way. Still got him. Um, but now we're just kind of learning his offense. How is he gonna, operate? And I'm gonna have to be multiple in my run defense, which is why I gave you guys the meta run defense with so many different ways, so many different formations and ways to do it. We all know some of those formations may not be as effective. Do I want to be in this cover two right now? No, not from a run standpoint. But am I trying to just give him quick outs all game long either? No, I'm really not. So I need to find that balance. And eventually you'll see me get into the buck press, which is really good. But my answer becomes to spy one guy in the middle, middle zone, middle read, and then user the safety where there's no wide receiver. Yeah, user him, bring him down. Um, it just gives me the ability to have a spy, a middle read, and then still, obviously be on a user while bringing a safety down into the box. Obviously, he just kept running away from that and was giving me fits. So I'm fed up, right? So I go cover one. And he is simply waiting for me to come off that cover two, guys. That's all he was doing. Now, I shaded him under. I told him to play under, which is probably why he jumped under that post and deflected that. Um, but, I mean, you can tell this guy's paying serious attention to what the hell's going on, or he just got real lucky in his play call there. Um, so I go back to the cover four. I'm a little spun on defense, though. Still trying to figure it out. I mean, I know what he wants to do. I just don't know that I have a consistent answer for it quite yet. He's forced me out of the cover one. He's forced me out of the cover four. This is my best answer at this time. And I do still think I can make this work, guys. Obviously. I'm not stopping running it, right? I still believe in it. But it's going to be a bend and don't break approach that he's forcing. Now, everything that was going on, I picked, I foresight, right? You got to be careful. So, playing good opponents, it's not like he's going to miss the field goal or let you block it too likely, right? And he knows that I'm good, so he's probably looking for extra possessions. So now I'm going to test his run D. He's going to have to make me a believer, right? Yeah, I'm a believer. He uses the enforcer, throw the safety at the line of scrimmage and switch off. Which, side note, is a great run defense, really, at any formation. I do it out of the cover four. I'll use a rundown with the safety. I call it throwing the safety at him. I've been waiting to make a run video like that and just kind of explaining that, but that does work really well. He knows that. Okay, there he caught me, right? I'm reading man, so I go to my man beater. Shout out Harrison. I go to my man beater. See you tomorrow, buddy. And it was a cloud over there, guys. It was a cloud over there. I should have probably known that, right? But he was switching it up and switching it up. The last time, you'll remember, I threw that slant in the end zone where he didn't have it out there. It's probably where my mind was just looking back on it. Why I got a little lackadaisical. So I'm pissed, so I'm blitzing, right? I mean, okay. Now, the first thing I noticed is there was like 3 people wide open. He ran a few hitches and things on the backside, so pissed or not, maybe I stopped blitzing. Right? Not like that anyways. So, again, now I'm just trying to load that up with coverage there, that vert hook where I seen the hook he ran. Leave that in. And, that led me right into his corner route over there. Now I'm a little bit nervous again because my big nickel is kind of getting diced, and I'm like, okay, well, if the big nickel's not viable, we're probably going to have to go back to 1-4-6. And you can see me essentially, I'm setting my play up for what has happened, not what is about to happen. And he got lucky and crap, honestly. That was lucky. That's why my cover 3 cloud setup I gave you guys. If I was one step ahead and not one step behind, I'd have been in the cover 3 cloud. But I was reacting. See? Now I'm in the cover 3 cloud. I just get over there and click on and shove him out of bounds. That's one thing I recommend people really. That's so you can see how I clicked on his tooth, and that's the only reason I won a touchdown. Work on your click on skills. If you lack at it, even if you're good at it, get better because that is incredibly important. So now I can't bring five right. I'd like to be blitzing Adams, but the way he's run his plays, it's kind of forcing me to stay in coverage over there. Um, yeah, I mean, he was just scrambling and running for his life. I was a little perturbed that he had that long. Whatever. Held him to three and continued to learn. Right, that's the big thing. Continued to learn. I was a play behind and switching to that cover three cloud, or I'd have had a pick. That's the easiest way, guys, to lose to a good player. Is to just kind of be lackadaisical in that and just to be reacting to what just happened because it's probably not going to happen again. Unless it's me just playing with you because I'm laughing and I got an unstoppable play and you're not good enough to do this. But when you're playing Madden at this level, that's just not realistic. So here, guys, I could have opted to switch down into a run formation with the soft front. Um, but I've got him at 11, one timeout, and I want points because he's too close for comfort, man. So I really want points. Um, good D by him, good user. Kind of jumped on my A route, which is where I was going. And you'll see again, he's in the 1-4-6 using this cover one. But again, he's smart, right? He uses it when he knows there's not a lot of time left. I'm probably going to run. But I also noted that when you start putting clouds in, guys, I know where the weakness is because I showed y'all how to do this. So good night, folks. That's all, folks. Then I just kind of precision stick to slow down just a little bit and then hit him with the juke. Bye bye. Um, come off that crap, buddy. Come off that crap. So that time how he had it set up was a single high and then a purple on the opposite side of the field. I believe it was purple. I was running for my life. That's what it looked like to me. So guys, like I said, my big nickel really wasn't working. So it's time to just really hammer away with the 1-4-6. That's really my thought process is let's just whatever I can do. I mean, I've got to mix things up between the shed and cover and the free runner, but and that's where right now you'll see me in the shed and cover because you just can't. Like I said, you have to be multiple against players like this. Uh, and then when I do go back to the free runner, he's not going to be expecting it, right? So, yep, now I switch from the cover three shed and cover, and let's go. See, he didn't see that coming, right? Because he saw formationally the 1-4-6, but I hadn't been running that. It's super important against high level players. It's the whole reason I came up with the shed and cover was to make the free runner more effective. Cover to blitz. So again, there he made me pay because what did I do twice, right? That time I really, really heated up, and I know that he wants to attack there up that seam, but I just thought, well, let's get there before he can get this mess off. Now there's 8 seconds left, guys. I'm more worried about what's going on behind me. That's why I've got the deep third in. And then my D tackle's in coverage too, as opposed to a spy. I'm just, and then there we go. Alright, so now I'm usually just kind of rehashing in my mind everything that I learned in the first half. And trying to figure out how I can come out with something and dominate something maybe a little different and just dominate. So trying the cover two is still kind of thinking about what I can do differently. And if I remember right, maybe this was the play I figured that. Yep, okay, this was where I figured it out. Boom. Hit him with that cover three I've showed you guys, which is great for these wide runs. But again now, I know I'm not going to be able to spam that before he starts hitting me with these dang outs. So I move that guy wide to try to dissuade him from throwing it out. And look what he does, lo and behold. Moves him over. So we're playing chess with those outs now. So I just figured I'll give him a different look. Went with the cover three look there. So this time I just baseline to get the linebackers in. Yep, blitz both linebackers, get everyone down in the box. I was a little frustrated. I just paused it because I was like, all right, dude, just woosah, we're fine. I kind of, again, was reviewing in my mind, okay, how did he respond to this stuff? We're fine. We're fine. I'm at this point, I'm dang near positive that he ain't going to score again. Real talk. Really don't think it's happening. That time he quick snapped me, but I just dropped back with the D tackle. If you get me on a D tackle like that and quick snap me, that's always going to be my response, guys. Just drop back. Yeah, so the chess match begins. Now it's QB sneaks. So whatever, the spy's back. But, again, here we go. Tick-tock, grind, right? Like, this is a tough way to do it. I'm going to get you. I am going to get you. That was close. When my user missed the tackle, I was a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. But then I realized why. It was because he was too far out. Houston was way too far wide out, and that's why that happened, guys. So note that. And then there you go. Okay. The important thing to note there is you need to understand the weakness of the defense you're in. Okay? That's why that happened. I knew that seam is wide open, so I was watching it. The second I seen that guy go up that seam, I was ready to click on. Again, click on defense was the difference in this game. I clicked on right away because I saw that coming. So I'm guarding my route with one eye and I'm watching that route with the other one, more or less. And now, guys, my goal is really simply let's just smoke this clock, right? So fine, you want to come out in the weak box, a weak front like that. Cool story, bro. Now I'm going to start to show some of this stuff. I haven't shown it yet. We've kept that in the back pocket. And it's winning time now, so time to run that. Haven't showed him this setup yet with the dual drags and, you know, be going out deeper. If I recall right here, you're going to want to note his play call because this is where he's completely behind. He's reacting to what had happened. So essentially, the pressure that I've kept on him all game has worn him down. See, hard flat, right? He was reacting to what had just happened. I actually chuckled a little bit in this game when I seen that hard flat. I definitely chuckled a little bit. Like, yep, that was the mistake I made where I didn't play the cover three cloud. And I mean, I picked you, but it was out of bounds. You almost had the touchdown. He did a nice job of jamming X up, which really just screwed the whole play up, screwed up the timing. I should have low pointed that, guys. I should have low pointed that. It's third and long. Yeah, no. Why not, right? It wasn't to be. I wasn't gonna try to, you know, huck up some crap. Plus, I was hoping that I was gonna be able to run out the third quarter before punting. I mean, not that it matters much more than 4 or 5 seconds, I guess, but at that point, I'm just thinking, don't throw a stupid pass, don't let the clock stop. But it was worth trying him. So really, he didn't know what the heck play to call. He was, you know, again, the constant pressure had got to him. I was a little perturbed that got 7 yards against the cover four. I thought that was a pretty good play call time for that. I guess my user wasn't great. He caught me kind of moving around and worrying really more than I ought to about giving up a wide run because I just don't want anything quick to happen. But that's such a damn good play against those wide runs. I'm just like, yeah, we're just going back to that and shutting stuff down. Like, the only wide runs it doesn't seem to work against is, like, the I-form close stretch. It's, like, the only stretch I've found, just side note, random thought, that doesn't work too well against. And that was on me simply because he loves to attack that part of the field, right? What have we noticed? He loves to attack that seam. So now, yep, you see I got the man coverage over there. A little irritated with myself because I'm like, okay, well, I'm giving him too much time. And a lot of it was I wasn't spreading my line wide like this because I was so concerned with his run game. You know, he was doing enough of it to keep me honest to where. But I was just ticked, and I'm like, all right, we're going to heat him up. So that was me really unloading the heat, which he hadn't seen a lot of all game, kind of saving some of that stuff in my back pocket where he wouldn't expect it maybe. Again, so now we're just sending 3, which is still effective against 5. You get your free runner. Obviously broke the tackle, but didn't matter. This is why, if you've noticed, my squats always become clouds. Shade back. Period. Shade your cover 2 back. Don't care what cover two, where, what you're playing, why. Don't care. Don't care. Shade your cover two back. Just do it. And now again, it's like, okay, well, I haven't shown you this. I know when I ran the dive, you blew it up, cracked my skull in. So, I want to kill the clock. Fine, we're gonna go with this stretch alert lookie. And I don't know what the hell you're doing playing 146, anyways. Just keep it real. You I tried to cut that back up and get behind my the guy in motion, the tight end in motion. But yeah, whatever. He's playing the old cover one run, dude. Solid. So now I'm just gonna hit him with a motion with a puller and a lead blocker. I'm just trying different types of runs. But ultimately, I don't really care, right? I mean, this is a two-score game. We're just gonna keep this thing on the ground, and we already know what our D's about. So yep, this time again, different look. I just flipped it to the strong side. Just trying to find some room to run against him. Wasn't to be. So now I just really can't give up a one-play touchdown, right? That's about it. So, yep. Go Gadget 146. I was super confused by that because I did not play a lot of cover 3 this game at all. But again, my click on it is why I was able to get over there fast enough. So now this is actually, you're going to get to see a goal line defense that I've used for 2 years, at least, maybe 3. Never really showed you guys though, although I will say, yeah, that's it there. Spread the linebackers wide and pinch your line. I screwed up when I put him wide on accident. I meant to put the linebackers wide the first time, which is where he almost caught me. If somebody is in any kind of a trips formation, the single receiver on the back side, when you're playing a cover 4, you need to go ahead and man him up. Because basically that quarter is going to play man coverage anyways with match, but it's going to play crappy man coverage. Okay, so if there's a trips to one side and one wide receiver wide on the other side, that single wide, you need to man him up. I made one mistake with my line motion. That's what I meant to do, right? And then didn't get that in. So now I'm just kind of watching the pass, and I knew I didn't get a spy in because he's quick snapping me, so I'm the spy. And you're done. Because screw you and I don't want to give up points. So guys, I hope this was helpful. If not helpful, at least entertaining. This was a heck of a chess match. And just a real fun game to play. And a real fun game to have on film for you guys. So I really couldn't have been any happier with the way this turned out. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions about anything you saw during this game, please drop that in the comments. As always, I'll get back to you right away. With what I was doing with protection, if there was anything that I didn't explain why I did it, or you just like a little more in-depth explanation of, go ahead and let me know. Damn boys, again, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.